Hey everyone, we are back with another Breshna tutorial. Today we are working on our Scramble Ramble template. That is a classic word search game that you can educate, entertain, spread awareness with. It is super fun. Of course, before we get started, you're going to come right up here. It's going to say login, or it might have your information already. If it does, you're already logged in. You don't have to worry about it, but if it's not, make sure you log in and either sign up with just your email, password, or create an account. Either way, you want to make sure you're signed in because you will not be able to save your work otherwise. So we're going to make sure that we save our work. This Scramble Ramble right here on the top, we are going to go ahead and click create, and it's going to bring us into our classic editor. Now you can see immediately there's kind of two menu sides. On the left side here is our visual audio sides. We've got avatars, backgrounds, and the music that we can choose. And of course on our right side we have more of a verbal aspect. So this is going to be our description, it's going to be any of our hints, all of our words, and things like that. So we're going to start on the left side with our avatar. We have so many avatars for you to choose from, and what's cool is you can see right here where it says your avatar, those are my avatars. I have actually uploaded those, and so I can click view more and see all of the little guys that I have uploaded. Or of course we provide different humans for you. We have a whole bunch of different options that you can just click and choose whichever you want. I absolutely adore our animals. I think that they are super duper cute, and actually I'm just going to go with this duck right here. He is adorable, and we're going to stick with that. If you want, you can come down into Bolt Squad uploads. These are actually uploads that people like you and I have uploaded and have made public to share. So I'm going to show you what that looks like really quick. First, you're going to go and you're going to upload your avatar. So there's some instructions here: 256 by 256 pixels, PNG JPEG, 5 megabytes, and just make sure you follow these instructions. You'll be able to click and add a file. It will pull up something for you, and you can go ahead and click to insert an image. Now, I like to cut out the backgrounds of my images, that way it has this really nice little shape. Otherwise, it's going to fill up the entire screen, and that's okay too. Then I'm going to enter my title, which is going to be a rocket, and I can add tags here. So I'm going to add like rocket, space, ship, and things like that. And you can see this isn't going to turn pink until I click enter. Once I click enter, now it is in the system and it will be red. These are the things that are going to allow people and yourself to search for your asset here for this avatar. Now, if you don't want other people to be able to search and find and use this avatar right here, you're going to set it to private. Now you can use this in your game, so it's totally customizable, but other people won't be able to access it. I love this guy. I think that I'm going to make him public because I think other people will like it too. So I'm going to go ahead and upload just like that. It's going to take half a second, and then up here in the side you'll see this beautiful green asset uploaded bar. I'm going to click out of both of those, and then I can go and show you in my avatars. There's my little rocket, and if I go back, I can go to Bolt Squad uploads, go all the way to the bottom, and there it is. There's my rocket for other people to choose from. Pretty cool, right? So I am going to keep with my adorable little duck here, and then we're going to choose a background. You can see that the background is actually fairly obscured. So I like to make this really pattern-like. I actually really love the one that's back there, but we're going to kind of click through a couple of different ones. Let's see. You know what? No, I'm going to go back. I really like this one. This is a Bolt Squad upload. You see how pretty this is? This like little pathway with all of these pink flowers. I think that's going to look really nice kind of behind this. So that's going to be my background, and again, you can upload your own backgrounds exactly the same way. Make sure you follow instructions. That way you know that it's going to look really, really well. If really good rather. If you do not follow these instructions, sometimes it can get a little squished, and we don't really like that, right? We want to make sure it looks absolutely beautiful, so make sure you follow instructions. And then the same sort of idea, you go for your title, you go for your tags, make it public or private, and then you can upload. And let me just show really quick what I mean by those tags. So if I now click rocket in here, I can search and my rocket comes up. If I didn't add tags, that wouldn't be the case. So if you want people to be able to search and find your assets to be able to use in their games, make sure you leave it public and make sure you do those tags. Now I'm going to come over here and I'm going to choose some music, you can use this little purple play button right here to play the music and decide what you like and kind of just get a little sampling. Or you can click this little pink plus button, and once it turns into a check, you can see that it is now added. My music is added, and when people are playing, this little smiling song will be playing. If you don't want any music at all, you can go ahead and just click no music. You can see all of those go black, or dark rather, and then I can click it off and just decide which one I want. Where's smiling again? Here it is. I like smiling. Okay, if you do not choose no music, but you don't choose a song, it will actually go to, I believe, the first one, or it has a default song that will play. So if you want no music, make sure you choose no music. And again, once again, you can upload your own. This is really cool. MP3 format, once again, 5 megabytes is the max, and then go through the same processes that we did before. Now, going over to our right hand side, there's two menus on this actually, right? So we've got our game info, which is going to be our title and our description and things like that, and we've got our levels. So I'm going to only have one level in here. If I wanted to have multiple levels, let's say that I'm going to have 3 to 5 different levels for people to choose from, or for people to work their way through rather, I would just click this little add level button right here, and you can see it pops in level 2. If I use this little toggle, I can toggle back and forth to level 1, and I can change all of my avatars, all of my backgrounds, all of my music, things like that. All of that can be changed in between levels, and then when I go back to level 1, my duck is back, my background is back, and it's totally fine. So I'm actually going to delete this level because I don't want multiple levels. Make sure you're deleting the correct level, and just click this little X button and it goes away. Perfect. Now, these little things are telling you what your rules are in here, right? So maximum word size is 8 letters. So only up to 8-letter words are allowed. We can only have as many as 6 words allowed at once, and all of the blank blocks will be filled with random letters. Now, I'm going to click out of these because I understand. So we're going to go click, 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 and they will disappear. This introduction here is actually going to tell people what to expect when they come in and play. So we can do something here like introduce our duck. We could say search the words, things like that. So we can even say like help Danny the duck search for terms. Let's say bird terms. Bird terms. So our first one is bird. That's kind of helpful. What's really cool, so this will show up once people click through to start to play the game. This will show up, and then they can actually play the game. The words, obviously, are going to be what is searched for. So if I have bird right here, they will find bird, and they will select it and run across, and so that they can actually find the word and select it. What's cool is we've got a hint here. You have 2 options. Well, you've got lots of options, but some options are you can either use this as a word bank and just have it be bird, right? You're looking for the word bird, look for it, right? Or you could do something like a flying animal and have that be bird. So we can do, let's say, wings, and that will be, we'll say, what allows birds to fly. And I like to make sure I have a capital at the beginning. Let's say crow, maybe, a type of very smart bird. And then I think I will add 1 new word. So it starts out with just 3 words available for you. And if you want new words, you can go ahead and just click add new word, and it pops right up. And then of course, you end up seeing that these pop in, these little X marks. Those will only pop in once you have more than 4 words, because you have to have 3 at minimum. So they don't want you to delete it. You'll just be able to change it. Once you have 4 or more, you can start to delete some of them and take it back down to 3. Now I am going to say parrot here, which is a bird that can talk. And I'll leave that off. So that's our words, right? So I could, again, I've just said bird, wings, crow, parrot, and have it be like a little word bank, or I can make them think a little bit and have to work to figure out those words. So now that all of those are done, I'm going to come up into my game info, and we're going to adjust all of these things. So my title first, I'm going to say Danny the duck word search. Is there going to be enough? Yes, nice. Insert tags. This is exactly like our tags for our avatar and our background. We're going to make sure that we press enter after each one. So I'm going to say word search. I'm going to say birds, animals, ducks, things like that, okay? And then this is going to allow other people to be able to search your terms or to search your tags, and especially us internally to be able to search and find all of these different games, to be able to like really populate our libraries appropriately. Now, moving into our category, I think I'm going to leave this as entertainment because it is a very entertaining game, and I'm not really aiming to teach anyone anything with this. If I was doing something where I was trying to teach them about birds, then I would maybe use education. If I was using this as a way to teach people how to make an income through a pigeon service, maybe I would put this as enterprise, things like that. You can kind of see how this goes. But ours is entertaining, so I'm going to just click entertainment. Then right here, collect player email is kind of neat. If you toggle this on, it will make people type in their email before they go into the game. They do not need to make an account on Breshna. They just need to enter their email, and you will actually have access to that email. So if you were a business, you could use this as leads to follow up with people. Or if you're like a teacher, you could use this to see which students have been playing your games, things like that. And we can come down to the description. My descriptions and my intros are often fairly similar because you want to make sure that you're telling people a little bit about the game. So help Danny the duck search for bird terms. Awesome. I often give a little bit more content in the description as well. It is also more formatable. So your intro will end up like a paragraph. If I add another sentence, it will just be like this and it will be a paragraph. Whereas here in the description, I can enter, I can format, and I can organize it a little bit better. So now I'm going to say, help the Danny the duck search for bird terms. If you get stuck, visit Breshna.io to learn more. Even though you want to make sure that this website tells them where they can actually learn more and not just send them to a random website, right? The one thing you do have to remember is you want to make any websites super simple. These are not hyperlinked, these are not clickable, so you want to make sure that people can go ahead and just type that in right here. Breshna.io is super easy, you can just type it in, but you know, other websites, other links might not be so much, so be aware of that. Finally, here on the bottom, we have this really awesome feature, which is our right to left text button. And this actually, once toggled, will enable languages like Arabic, Hebrew, Pashto, Urdu, things like that, where it will actually flip the script to go from right to left. So it doesn't matter what language you're trying to use, you can use any language to create a game on Breshna. Now, of course, I'm using English, so I'm going to keep this toggled off, otherwise it's not going to make very much sense. Then I can go all the way back up. Once again, I've done my game title, tags, I've done all of these amazing things. I've gone through and I've gone all the way through, done all my words, done my introduction, gotten my avatar, my background, my music, all that good stuff. Now I'm going to go ahead and click this little publish button right here at the top. Once that publishes, it'll give me a couple of things to tell me that our game is live and published successfully. Then I've got a few options here. I can copy the URL and just go ahead and send that out. It is super duper easy. You literally just copy it. It copies to clipboard and then you send it. You can text it to people. You can send it in your WhatsApp group. You can post it on your Twitter, whatever you want to do. Or you can click the embed code and you can copy and paste this into your website, and people won't have to go to a separate window or anything like that. It will play directly from your website and they don't have to leave your website to come and play this game. Of course, this beautiful pink play button in the middle allows you to play the game, and I highly recommend you play it before you try and send anything to anyone, because you never know what mistakes you might catch. And the nice thing is too, when you're here in your game, and there it is, there's my music. Now I'm going to mute this just for a second, just so that you can hear me. My email, I'm going to type in my email here. And it'll say welcome. It'll say welcome for you if it's the first time. It'll say welcome back for you if it's not. Now this is our about section. This is where we entered our little about. This is that description. So help Danny the duck search for bird terms. If you get stuck, visit Breshna.io to learn more. And then of course we can come in and play. Again, here is our intro. Help that Danny the Duck search for bird terms, and you could add a little bit more context here if you'd like. This will end up a paragraph though, so make sure you don't go too crazy. Then as we load in here, now here's our word hint. So this would be our word bank, right? If we wanted to do bird, wings, crow, parrot, that could be right here and it will help us learn. Otherwise, now we've got little hints to look for. One thing you got to remember, we do have a 3-minute limit, a time limit, and that is set. So people can come in here. Let's see, I see parrot, P-A-R-R-O-D. I see bird is right here. Wings, oh, we're getting it. And then where is crow? We've only got the one left. Crow. Oh, there it is. C-R-O-W. Yay! We won. And then I can come home and we can go again. So, and you can see when we go about, let's play this one more time just so you can see. We've got our awesome words, right? But all of those in between letters just get randomly filled in, just like a classic word search, right? And let's crow. Boom. And we win.